The 1990s were a wonderful time for gamers. So many fantastic games, brilliant new consoles, and even the creation of entire new genres. One of the most well-known was the survival horror genre. Okay, technically the first true survival horror game was apparently Sweet Home, released in 1989, but close enough. In the 90s, we received the first entries in the Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Alone in the Dark, and System Shock franchises, some of which would go on to become quite legendary. But there's one franchise, the one that effectively spawned the entire Stalker survival horror subgenre, has sadly been heavily lost to time, pun intended. That franchise is none other than Clock Tower. The original was only ever officially released in Japan all the way back in 1995, and featured an unkillable stalker enemy that would chase the protagonist through a creepy mansion. While the following three titles never fully captured the disturbing atmosphere and charm of the original, I feel that the series is highly underrated and deserves not only some more recognition, but a second chance in Western markets. So, when I found out that the original Clock Tower was going to get an enhanced port for 8th and 9th generation consoles, I knew it would be a day one purchase. Clock Tower Rewind is a fantastic game, and it even comes with a relatively quick and easy platinum, albeit with a good bit of RNG involved. Join me on my journey to finally platinum this absolute legend of the genre. Will I actually get scared? The answer is yes, repeatedly. First and foremost, we're going to be playing in the new Rewind mode, as it has a number of new features based on a combination of the PSX version of the game and the deluxe ROM hack from a few years ago. It's also scarier. The basic story of this game is that the protagonist, Jennifer Simpson, and three of her friends have been adopted by the wealthy Barrows family and brought to their mansion in, I want to say it's Norway. The girls become concerned when their new mother, Miss Mary, doesn't return to the foyer, so Jennifer goes to check it out. And now we get to start exploring. Soon enough, we earn our very first trophy for entering the courtyard. Use the sharp-edged stone. Is that what I do here? Or is that used somewhere else? Okay, that gives me a path. Trophy! Enter the courtyard, so we can get them in rewind mode. That is good to hear. And then we learn that Anne apparently can't swim in a 3-foot deep pool. Uh-oh. Yep, that's not good. Anne is currently drowning in the pool. I don't know why she can't get out. It's not that hard. It's not even that deep. Well, that's unfortunate for her. That's highly unfortunate. It's Scissy Man! There he is! Hey, buddy! Nice to see you in glorious, slightly above 16-bit graphics, and also we've gotten like 2 trophies now. I don't even know exactly which ones they are. Thankfully, Scissor Man isn't actually smart enough to follow us through this hole in the wall, and then we get a trophy for sitting down and healing. Let's rest. That's gonna be a trophy. Courtyard. Tick-tock. On the clock. Next up, we deal with a homicidal parrot, the things this game sometimes makes you say, and get a trophy for causing some animal cruelty. Rest in peace, Peanut and Freddy. Y'all's death were not in vain. Interact with the bed, you stupid... I'm sorry, just interact with it. Silence! And if you don't do that, and try to hide in here, you die. Now, one aspect of the original SNES version of the game is that Scissor Man could only spawn through specific triggers, meaning that you might only encounter him once or twice in a playthrough if you knew what you were doing. I assumed that was the case with this version, so let's see if I was correct or not. Oh, God! Okay. That's different. Okay. So, he can appear randomly in this version. I didn't know that. I thought I had heard in this game he can only appear if you interact with certain things or go to certain places. Apparently that's wrong. Apparently he can just pop up wherever he damn well pleases. Which I'm actually fine with that, because it's going to make this a lot more fun. Yeah, that's going to make this way more fun. But good God, that one actually legitimately got me. Because I didn't think that was something that could happen. Jennifer decided to ignore all those PSAs about not drinking from strange bottles in creepy mansions, and then waking up in a stranger's dirty jail cell.
Are you stupid or something?
But at least it granted me a trophy, since I know what to do. Alright, we got it. And we're gonna rewind. Also, there's a rewind feature, but it really doesn't help that much because you can only rewind a few seconds, so it's better just to reload saves. A few minutes later, Jennifer does the smartest thing she's done all night and escapes. Get in the car! Oh, I bet that shovel's a Scissorman, anti-Scissorman weapon. I don't remember that in the year when I've seen videos of this game. And just destroy the gate. Okay. So now, we're gonna see if you can save Scum this game. Unfortunately, she's a horror movie cliche protagonist and forgot to check the back seat. So this is the worst ending in the game, by the way. Jennifer drives away, but... Yep. The end. Ending rank H. As a quick note on save scumming, you can actually combine the H ending with other endings, and you can also do the D and E endings on the same file, possibly the F ending as well. We get a trophy for entering the West Wing for the first time. Stupid, you missed the dungeon door the entire time you thought you had it completed. Oh. Enter the West Building. And then Scissorman actually killed me, but I didn't get the trophy for a dead end, so that's slightly concerning. Anyway, I used some pesticide on the insect-filled cabinet or meat locker for a trophy. A key! The gold key? Okay, so we got the trophy for the pesticide, but what's the gold key for? Shortly after this, I returned to the original foyer while being chased by Scissorman, and this happened. Well, now what am I supposed to do? Is the wooden plank is it here? That's not the wooden plank. Okay, I gotta get out of here. As I bumble around looking for clues, let me mention a little bit more about the trophy list. The vast majority of the trophies in this game are directly tied into getting all 9 available endings. These endings range from being very quick and simple to kind of stupidly overcomplicated. Also, a few of the trophies are tied to context-specific miscellaneous actions, which are very RNG heavy. This playthrough was my very first time I've ever played the first clock tower, and I wasn't following a guide. I really just wanted to experience everything on my own and enjoy it, and would take whatever ending I could end up getting. Jennifer apparently failed to learn her lesson from her last drinking blackout. This game is low-key kinda unhinged. Yep! If you don't have the ham, he eats you. I'm not even kidding. If you don't have the ham, he straight up eats you. And giving up our hard-earned ham earns us information and a trophy. We already figured out about the clock tower, but he's going to tell us more about it, I believe. Stranger danger. Watching you from the cradle under the star. Alright, out to lunch. Lot frees us, ends up on the wrong side of a shotgun, realize that she's not a good person at this point. Jennifer knocks out Miss Mary, who we now know is evil, and she apparently isn't smart enough to actually take the gun with her. I mean, yeah, it's double barrel, but that's still 2 shots. That's 2 more shots than you had previously, even if it's just 1 shot if she already killed Lot with it. After a bit of backtracking, I finally found the West Wing key, allowing access to the second half of the mansion. Scissorman makes an appearance in the piano room, which unlocks a nice easy gold trophy. Oh, he's still in there! Little bitch boy. Alright, fine, let's run to the new extra room. Jennifer, can you maybe, like, walk backwards a little bit faster? Oh! Really? So you don't even have to have him pop out of the piano? He just has to... That's surprising. That's actually a lot easier. So just he has to be in that room. Now, for some reason, the trophy for dealing with the ghostly doll popped by just entering the children's room, and I didn't even acknowledge it because I didn't realize. True crime that happened in the 90s or 80s. Oh, God, yep. I know what this is. Also, notice the chest under the red doll on the right. Let's just say I got distracted and never interacted with it, resulting in a significant delay later in the playthrough. Oh, you've gotta be joking me. Of all the times for him to pop up, it's when I'm in like an important moment. What? Huh? I eventually came across the sealed room, but due to already being locked in the cage with Mr. Barrows, this room was empty. One of the West Wing bathrooms attempted to give me a jump scare, but it was thankfully just a friendly kitty cat and an even friendlier trophy. Oh, it's a bathroom. Oh God, he's in here. Oh, it's a cat. Cat scare! And she just leaves. While fleeing from Scissor Man, he decided that gender-neutral bathrooms were the new big thing, and just broke right through the bathroom door. For some reason, this is the event that triggered the dead end trophy. Maybe it has to be dying while her portrait's red, I honestly don't know at this point. Let me know if you guys had the same issue. Yeah, it's not even letting me panic. Oh! Why did it unlock now? I've died like 5 times already. This happened in the taxidermy room. Apparently it's not on the SNES version. Oh, it's a corpse. Oh, what the is this? Okay, what in the ever-loving hell is this? Can I fight him? What in the hell is that? I've never seen that in any playthrough. But killing the mummy pops a very strangely named trophy. Turning on randomly is a PS1 thing. What? Itchy. Oh, okay. It's a key. I freed the crows, which isn't a trophy in and of itself, but is an integral part of the S and A endings. And after another 15 minutes, I grabbed the Devil Idol. Aha! Alright, we got the idol. So at this point, I was completely lost. I couldn't progress, I couldn't get into the chapel. I still had no idea about what I had accidentally missed in the children's bedroom, and ended up stumbling around for a good 40 minutes interacting with literally everything I could in an effort to trigger something. Kids, this is how games were in the 90s. They did not help you out, and there were very few guides out there. If you ask for help, the game will usually just do this instead. Oh, what the hell? Okay, that's 3 times he's gotten me tonight. He's legitimately startled me multiple times. After way too long, I finally found the missing key before being violated by a possessed doll. Again, the things this makes me say. I placed the demon idol within the altar of the Church of Scientology. I played Boop the Snoot with a cute little doggo. He's just a cute little German Shepherd puppy. Nope, he eats you. He straight up eats you. And got a trophy for sneaking past said doggo. Now it lets me put it on. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. Master of Stealth. We meet the child of Lizzo. Die, Satan. We did it. That's not exactly how kerosene works, but okay. Now, I'm not sure if you can get through that without dealing with him. I'm not sure if it lets you do that. And also, man, we're 50% of the way through the trophy list. And now it's time for the epic final showdown, which comes with 2 gold trophies. And now, Jennifer's gonna run up here. What do I do? What do I do? Hit the clock tower switches. So apparently, in the extended canon, the reason why this stops him is because the clock tower somehow causes him to age rapidly. That's supposedly what it is. And I think it ties back into the legends and stories that demons are repelled by church bells. That's a story of legend. Oh, God! Wait, what? Wait, what? That's the B ending. Huh? That's the B ending. How did I get the B ending? I only saw one of my friends die. You're only supposed to get that if both friends die, because I reloaded my save. So you'll notice I got the B ending. I thought I had done everything correctly for the A ending, but apparently not. More on this later, though. On the second stream, my goal was to obtain the S ending. This one is rather complicated and tedious, especially for someone that just finished their first ever playthrough. The requirements are as follows. You have to see Anne or Laura die, but not both of them. You have to examine everything in the sealed room. You can't get locked in the cage with Simon Barrows. You have to release the crows from the cage room, read the note in the study, see Lot dying on the altar in the caves, defeat Dan Barrows, and then select the 3rd floor on the elevator. To further complicate things, the S and A endings have the possibility of not triggering at all if Anne dies but Laura lives. This is a bug that was carried over from the original versions, so it is best just to see Laura die in the bathroom and make sure that Anne's the one that survives. There's one other potential issue that might have stopped me from getting the A ending twice, but more on that when we talk about the 3rd stream. And now I'd like to show probably the most ridiculous death I had in my entire Platinum run. We're gonna have more. Yeah, I mean, I would love to see us get more, but we'll see. I don't know about Clock Tower 2, the Ghost Head one that is completely unconnected to the series. That's the one weird one. Oh, what the What? What? What in the hell was that? How does that even happen? I don't even know what to say about that. How the hell does that even happen? What the What? That scared the shit out of me. How is that even possible? Okay then. So apparently that's not a safe place to hide at. Because apparently the little can drop out of the ceiling. This playthrough can be slightly frustrating because Anne can randomly be killed after screaming when walking through certain hallways. In this version, it means she's counted as dead. That's not how the original SNES version was, so you'll have to save and reload quite often. After a while, we access the sealed room, where we get a trophy for examining an all too familiar corpse. Walter Simpson. Yep. It's a skeleton, and it's not a good thing. There it is. There's the, that's a trophy that's required as part of the S ending. Awesome. I have no idea how Lot ended up down here. We defeat the giant monstrosity again. Side note, this version actually has an extra cutscene here that sets up the second game. Which again, that's meant to set up Clock Tower on the PS1. And here's how the best, yet actually non-canon ending goes. So before we get to interact with our friend, Miss Mary appears. But before she can strangle you, the crows come in and kill her. Because that makes sense. See, kids? This is why you should always be a friend to animals. Because you never know when you might get chased by a murderous psychopath up to the top of a clock tower, and you may need their help to kill the murderous psychopath. You never know. It could be a thing that happens. Maybe. Why take the risk? Always be kind to animals. Yep, we got the S ending. Hardest ending's done. Along with the A ending, which is going to require a full another playthrough that's actually a little bit different. Yeah, the A ending's actually a little bit different with what you have to do. Unfortunately, my stream stopped working before I could go for any other endings. On stream number 3, my first goal was to get the A ending. The requirements are similar to the S ending. We still have to see Anne or Laura die, release the crows, read the note in the study, defeat Dan Barrows, and select the 3rd floor in the elevator. The main difference is that we have to end up in the cage with Simon and not investigate the sealed room. Now, I want y'all to carefully watch this clip for me. Then let's use the stick. I don't think the bird's there, but I think we have to use it anyway. A new game not yet released. Pixel art's... oh. Huh. Okay. I don't know if this has ever been confirmed in any guide out there, but some of my viewers speculated that scaring this particular crow might actually void the S or the A endings, because it somehow turns the crows against you even after you free them. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's one of those ideas that's so obscure it could have been possible, especially in a game that's literally as old as I am. I also forgot to fully read the mural in the study before going to the chapel, so I couldn't yet access the caves because I'm apparently as unintelligent as Adam. If you don't know, that's a joke about my CEO. So as you can see, I ended up with the B ending again, despite the fact that I felt I did everything correctly. All was not lost, however, as I was able to reload my save and play through to the elevator, select the 2nd floor, and knock out the C ending. Does it matter where Lot dies? You have to see her die, but in the A ending, she always dies in the shed. Yeah, in the A ending, she always dies in the shed no matter what. And again, it's good we're getting the C ending out of the way at least, so that's one less we have to deal with, but... Nolan's like 20-something and he's hitting on her when she's 15 in that game. Because she's 15 by the time of that game, so... Now, I don't know what the laws are over there in Norway, but... It's a bit odd. It's a little bit odd. Now on my 3rd attempt at the A ending, I made sure to interact with literally anything and everything I could. As far as I can tell, the only difference was that I had to get the idol instead of the scepter, and I did not disturb the bird's nest, so honestly, who the hell really knows at this point what it was. I'll be streaming something tomorrow. I just don't know if it'll be this, or if it'll be one of the other 3 games I need to play through. With the A ending out of the way, the remaining endings are a lot quicker and easier since they often don't care about the fates of the other characters, you don't have to bother with freeing the crows, and you can avoid the secret room and jail cell. I triggered a pretty interesting Scissor Man spawn. What's gonna happen? Anything fun gonna happen here? Ah, there he is! Still one of the best moments in the game. And I got the trophy for seeing a specific Anne death sequence. Oh, there it is. There it is. Now we're gonna have her die. Perfect. And... alright. Got that trophy done. The E and D endings can be obtained on the same playthrough in that order by using the continue button on the main menu, and some have actually said you can even combine the F ending with them, but I didn't get to test this. The G ending is extremely quick, as all you have to do is see both Anne and Laura die and then escape in the car. For the fourth and final stream, all that's left are a couple of RNG heavy miscellaneous trophies and the F ending. I finally managed to get the RNG trophy for experiencing a ghostly encounter. It can either be the TV in the lounge turning on by itself, or finding something that isn't water coming out of one of the sinks. Or at least try it that way. But I guess first, let me try the... Oh, there it is! Awesome, so there's two ways to get it. Using the rope is an entire puzzle in and of itself for some reason. You have to be chased by Scissorman specifically from the left side hallway. Then you have to have Jennifer hop the gap in the floor. Scissorman will fall through. You then have to pick up the rope if you don't already have it, and use it on this statue. And now she ties up the rope. And that's how we escape. So, very unique thing to do. Very context specific. Alright, that's our next to last trophy. And from there, having never seen Lot die, we grab the final ending and the platinum. Alright, so let's get our final ending. Hit the elevator switch. I wonder if you can actually get killed by those stalagmites or stalactites, whatever they're called. Jennifer walks into the elevator. Well, that's a bit unfortunate for her. But there it is. Clock Tower Survivor. All endings achieved. That is our Platinum Trophy, guys. We did it. Man, what a game. WayForward did an amazing job with this enhanced port. The Platinum was pretty quick and easy overall, though it definitely comes with a bit of a learning curve, at least on your first playthrough. The game legitimately managed to scare me a few times, which is not something that normally happens, and as long as you can tolerate some of that old school jank, you're really in for a classic horror treat with this entry. I really hope we get to see remakes or at least some kind of ports of the other entries, especially the direct sequel, or maybe even a new entry someday. Who knows? Maybe we have 26-year-old Nolan turn into Scissorman after going to prison for being a PDF file with 15-year-old Jennifer.
No, you're just weak. Helen?
Please have a seat. I'm Chris Hansen, and I want to ask you some questions. Please have a seat.
Again, that's not going to make sense unless you've actually played the sequel. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave me a like, subscribe, ring the bell if you haven't done so already. Let me know down in the comments if you've played this game or any of the other Clock Towers, and also if you want to see the franchise get some sort of rebirth. Thanks again, see y'all back here real soon for another trophy video.